All right, I'm down to my last two teams. And if you don't know what that means, I've done a team-by-team individual breakdown for every Major League Baseball team for this offseason versus what I think they should do this offseason and what I think they will likely do this offseason. They're in each video. So if you want it, if you're a team, if you're a fan of a specific team, click the subscribe button. Okay, you'll have access to all my videos. I have 2 teams left, so I'll have all 30 teams broken down individually. If you're a baseball fan, this channel's for you. So click that subscribe button and click the bell next to it because I do put out new videos every other day. I will have some in the description down below. I'll have my MLB free agent predictions. I'll have my contract predictions. I'll have a couple other videos, 7 trades that should happen, or 7 players that should be traded before the season starts. Which could be game-changing in a lot of franchises. And a bunch of other videos. I've got the Houston Astros cheating scandal. I've got another video as a follow-up in terms of what I think is an appropriate punishment. And I just recently put out a 2020 final standings predictions for each team right now before the winter meetings and all the signings. I'm going to do a follow-up video to that so that after big signings and the winter meetings take place and any big trades that take place to see which teams are going to make the biggest moves. Because there's going to be some teams that go back. There'll be some teams that go kind of leapfrog and all different types of things. And don't be surprised if the teams that make a lot of under-the-radar, just low-key moves are the ones that make the bigger jumps later on. So keep an eye out for that. But bottom line, if you're a baseball fan, click the subscribe button and click the bell next to it. And for the folks that continue to watch my videos, thank you guys so much for your support. And I'm going to continue to put out good videos for you guys to enjoy, and gals. All right? So let's talk about the Minnesota Twins. Playoff team, good team. Okay, they tend to fall short in the beginning, whether it be the wild card or the ALDS and so on and so forth. So I think they're in a position to, I think they should make a couple of significant moves, whether it be a trade or a signing or both or whatnot. And we also know that they've Jake Odorizzi accepted his qualifying offer, so that's one move to kind of give that rotation some stability. But I think they need to make one more significant rotation signing. So my opinion is I think they should sign Zach Wheeler or Dallas Keuchel. You add one of those guys to Odorizzi and the other guys that are in the rotation, you're really taking the rotation a step forward. Now, they could be crazy and sign both. Or sign Keuchel and somebody, or Wheeler and somebody. You never really know. They can sign Wheeler and Porcello, Keuchel and Porcello, or somebody else. In that case, they would really put their rotation in a significant position. Remember, this team has a lot of guys that need to be re-signed, so they have issues to address on the offensive front and the pitching front. So, but I do think that adding a starter or a significant starter is of high importance. I also think they should bring in Wade Miley, who can start, he can relieve, he can be a long reliever, so he gives you versatility, and he's got experience playing with the Astros and a bunch of other teams as well, the Red Sox, so he's got championship or playoff experience, and which he would bring, and so do these guys. Keuchel does, and Wheeler's got some playoff experience as well. So, and that said, these veteran guys that'll come in, they'll help the younger guys develop and ease some of the pressure off of the younger guys. So, do I think they might, another bullpen piece would be good? Yeah. But I think these are the focus moves that they should be pursuing. Now, what do I think they're actually going to do? Okay, obviously they've already re-signed Jake Odorizzi, so check that one out. That's good. I actually think they're going to sign Matt Harvey. I'm going to bring him in as a kind of bullpen long relief guy. I think a change of scenery would be good. And he kind of rediscovered a little bit of his potential in Cincinnati, and I think bringing him to a low-key environment like the Twins, and I don't mean disrespect when I say low-key environment. It's just not a pressure cooker like New York or L.A. And they're still have a great team, consistently contending. They've got a great fan base, and I think he would do well to be in a mixture with some of these guys. And if you brought in him and Wheeler, at least he has a teammate that he's familiar with, a former teammate that he's familiar with. So I think he might be a good addition, one of those low-key, under-the-radar guys. And if it doesn't work, you're not paying $25 million or $50 million for him. So, but I think he might be worth a shot. And I think they should actually sign Michael Wacha, also pretty young, championship experience from the Cardinals as another starting pitcher. So Wacha and Odorizzi would be a nice addition, and you bring in somebody like Harvey or Miley on the back end to address it. Someone, long relief, or somebody, if a pitcher has a bad game and gets knocked out in the third inning, you bring a guy like this to give you 3 or 4 or 5 innings to ease the load off the bullpen instead of having to use 8 relievers. So So I do think they're going to be primarily focused on pitching this offseason, but I wouldn't be surprised if they added a couple of low-key offensive moves, like a depth piece, an outfield piece, or an infield depth piece, especially if they're not re-signing everybody. So it's really up to see who they're going to re-sign and whatnot. But this is what I think about the Minnesota Twins offseason, at least the primary areas of focus. Let me know what you think. If you're a Twins fan, please drop some comments down below. If you have friends and family who are Twins fans, share it with them. Okay, I want to know what they think as well. Especially with the meetings, the winter meetings coming in 2 weeks, things are really going to start picking up, and I want to know what everybody thinks their team should do and will do. All right. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button, and again, if you want to see more great videos, please click the subscribe button and click the bell next to it. And thanks so much for watching. Okay, let's have a great off season. Go Twins fans. Talk to you next time.